myself, which is Gavin. And we do talk about firearm violence, domestic violence being violated, and we also feed the unfortunate, which is the homeless. Now, we always enjoy being outside, kicking it, having fun, entertaining the homeless people, which is unfortunate. Um, do we have backup channel? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be PTW. Our backup channel gonna be PTW. That's what it's gonna be. PTW. But yeah, y'all, being on entertainment TV is based on my son, and everything. And of course, he was shot by being an innocent bystander, wrong place at the wrong time. And we just basically base our channel off of him, showing much love and how he was always feeding other people, interacting with people, having fun. Um, Basically always are showing love in the community. And this is what we own. Hey Monel, this is like basically what we own, having love and peace and no bullying and things like that over here. So that's what we do, you know what I'm saying? And we just basically show love, we respect each other, we respect your thoughts, your feelings, because we all have different thoughts, because we all are different ages. Some is 50, 40, 30, 20, 18, 60, 70, you know what I'm saying? So, there's all type of people that also do listen to the channel, and that's why we don't do any kind of nonsense things like that. But today's show is gonna be about gun violence, and we're gonna get right to that, y'all. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something real hectic. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, so today we're gonna talk about firearm violence. Hello, Monea, where you been, sister girl? Hey, now my watch. What's going on? Yeah, girl. Oh, but goodies. Y'all know what that means, don't you, boy? Hey, they do not make music like that anymore. If they did, boy, our communities would still be producing a lot more babies than what they was. But we all do know now that they don't sing like that no more. Everybody don't play instruments no more. You know what I'm saying? You used to have a whole group, a band group. The whole band group would play all instruments. Everybody. But now nobody playing on instruments. They doing everything off the music board. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. She said, "Mom, now my what's someone there? I hear the other side is wild over on the cry side." It is. It is. So I hope everybody been doing okay. You know what I'm saying? It's been here in Texas, cool in the nighttime and warm in the daytime. And I know I supposed to came back on like the other day or whatever, but when I went to the doctor the other day and they did all that stress tests and had to do all that testing up under my boobies and my rib and all that, I was just it wore me out. I was just tired. Oh man, I was tired. I mean, I was tired just from just a little bit of doing that. It was like an hour or so, of a stress test that I did. But once I did that, I came home and took my kid in the bath, and that pooped me out. That did it for me. But today we're going to talk about gun violence. Did you know in Pennsylvania, a coalition of more than 130 groups endorsed the common agenda to end firearm violence? Now, me, myself, I would never stop fighting for safety for firearm control. But did you know that they're doing that right now? There are people out there that is fighting for gun violence, to get control of gun violence. You know what I mean? Like in Montgomery County, the sheriff in PA is the first to inspect licensed firearm dealers. The Montgomery County Department is the first to inspect licensed firearm dealers, and they should be inspected. The inspectors, the dealers should be inspected. Sometimes firearms get jammed, things like that. They need to take a better count what they do on their firearms, what they everything they have in their building that they sell. But they basically do have to need to be inspected on being licensed for firearm, because a lot of dealers being let their license expire. They would let their license expire and would not go back and renew them. They may be got some kind of trouble or something like that, but they don't go back and inspect those licenses. When they said I'm South Carolina, they getting strict about firearm and getting charged with crimes with shooting firearms. They are. Yes, they are. They're getting stricter now because it'll make no sense when people loved ones that get taken away because of nonsense, senseless violence, And to me, when you out there in the public and you just want to go out there and shoot around in the air, to me, that is called senseless, senseless violence. You know, you know. My thing, okay, you're gonna go outside just to fire and go hang out at clubs and you can just be noticed. Okay, they notice you, they know you there. You can't find it any other kind of way for a person to notice you being there in their presence besides getting a firearm and shooting it in the air. For what? What did you prove? I just want to know, what did you prove when you did that? You didn't prove anything. You didn't prove nothing. You didn't prove anything. But you're a fool. Because people know what goes up comes down. That bullet has to go somewhere. Somewhere. Now my what's is wild, wild west in Arizona. We have guns all over the prairie. Y'all know y'all do. I know I seen here in Texas, some little boy, I think he maybe about 18, he had all kind of firearms, he had drugs and everything, and he got caught. And I'm like, where is he going all this? How did he get all this? And I know that he ain't purchasing all this from no dealership. So I know that he's getting it all illegal, you know. And sometimes when those dealers don't go get their firearms license to be inspected again, they can be doing some fraudulent stuff, some shaky stuff, some crazy stuff. I know the feeling been working like crazy, and that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because when they lose their license, you think they won't go and deal them any other kind of way to get their money? Because we all know money is root of all evil. They gonna do that. They need to leave them alone. They sure do. They need to leave them. They need to leave them alone. Leave them alone. They need to leave them alone. And I noticed that Black Pennsylvanians are losing their lives to firearm violence 21 times more to be demised by a firearm. 20 times more to be demised by firearm violence. And then here in Texas, they no longer do background checks. And y'all know we all got a little problem. We got a little craziness in us. Y'all know we got a little loom tune. So if you ain't doing no background checks, and this man might be crazy. He might not come in a dress like he crazy, but he got a problem going on in his mind. And you all gonna still sell him a firearm? Yes, they are buying him off the streets like it's nothing. You still gonna get this man a firearm? Like I just said, you don't have to have no license now for firearm. You don't have to show no registration for a firearm. You have to show nothing for a firearm. And just make somebody going into a firearm shop and got to go to purchase a firearm. They got the money. They got everything they need. They got everything they need to go get a purchase of a firearm. But they crazy as hell. Did anybody check to see if they was crazy on the crazy list? Nope. They didn't. So guess what? They're going to sell these guns to someone who's a Looney Tune. Y'all seen all the mass shootings went on. Y'all seen people winning people's jobs just like they lost their minds. Y'all see people out here in these stores just going crazy. Young folks just going crazy. You can't walk down the street. You can't go to work. Somebody coming there with some heat want to try to hurt you because you just trying to make a living like they need to be making a living instead of trying to rob you. You see what I'm saying? But since they got these firearms, which make it so much easier to come in and take what they want, and you got it, and you ain't got what they got to make you take what they want, that you're going to give it to them. You're going to give it up. You are going to give it up. You're going to give it up. Now, my wife said, look at all the other countries that have no guns. Their crime is almost zero. It is. Did you see that too? I noticed that they're almost at zero It's crime. You sure right. You sure right. They giving anyone a gun. That's why we all have these mass shootings. You sure right. And we're gonna keep on having them. And little kids gonna come to school every day crazy. You see what I'm saying? You don't know what kids be going through at home. Now, Monel said our city was on a lockdown because someone robbed the bank today. What? Oh, see that they gonna get what they want, one way or the other. If you give it to them or not, they gonna get it. If you don't give it to them, they gonna take it. It might hurt you, and then at the end, is it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Because he gonna get his 10 times fold. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get his, or she gonna get hers. It ain't all just men out there robbing, taking, stealing. Now you got them females, them young thuggers out there, them young girls out there. They all hard. They do the same thing. They'll go out there and they'll do the same thing as some of these young men be doing, like they all hard. But that's why our parents, as parents, we need to get on top of our kids, and we do not stay on top of our kids, y'all. We don't. We don't. Yeah, Monel, the young thuggers, girl. So 46 million minors stay in homes with firearms that is not stored in a gun safe or have a safety device like on the trigger or cable lock. Did y'all know that? 46 homes. 46 million minors, stays in homes where the firearms is not really secured. That's how you get the 6-year-old was carrying the firearms in school. That's how you get the teenagers be carrying the firearms in school, And as for the teenagers, that's a different story. As far as a small kid between the age 5 and 12 and 13, why you ain't got no safety for that weapon? Why you ain't got no safe, no lock on no locking device on the handle? You see what I'm saying? Why you don't have your bullets put somewhere else? Why would you just leave it around up on the clothes, the pillow, the couch, up on the bed, in the bed, up on the bed, in the pillow, up on the pillow, and things like that? Why would you do that? When you got a lot of kids in your household, kids coming to your room, and kids that pros, or kids that is nosy. You see what I'm saying? Why would you not put that away safely? Why you ain't put it in a kid's backpack? Yeah, I've been hearing about men's putting their weapons in kids' backpacks, and kids going to school with the backpacks, and the backpacks got the firearms in the backpacks. That's bringing more heat to your house. You know what I'm saying? More to look at what's going on in your establishment where you living at, and what you're doing with your kids in your household. That's how you bring them people up in your house. You need to keep them people out your house by doing the right things in your house. That way you won't have no problems. You won't have to have no complications at all with something like that goes to school or something like that pops off. And for a teenager, we all know, like Monel said, the teenager go out there and get him out the street. He can buy them on his own. He can take his lunch money, his savings money, his clothing money, his school money, and he can go buy that heat. He can go buy it. He got the money. He got a homeboy. Everybody got a homeboy. They got a homeboy. They got a homeboy that knows somebody that got something that you need. Right. And not only that, they got the ghost firearms. You can make those off the computers, off the printer. The printer can print that out right off top for you. And those are the most harmful ones are those ghost firearms. And just think a computer, a printer can print out this for me to make me some heat that's deadly, to hurt someone, to get what I need. I ain't talking about the 5 and 13 years old. I'm talking about the 16, 17, 15, 18. I'm talking about them people right there. They have the lunch money. That has the jobs. That know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that got something that you need. Those people. And we know our kids ain't stable. Kids ain't stable. They got mental illness and they buying these weapons. But sometimes you can't blame the parents because of the fact that the parents are giving them money to buy clothing with, go to school and buy your food, your lunch with. You know, do the proper things with the money that they give you. You know what I'm saying? They don't give you money to go out there to purchase firearms. They give you money to do the right thing with. But then we got them friends sometimes, and we got them little devils on our shoulders sometimes, poking us, to go out there and act a fool, and we go out there and act a fool and do the wrong thing. But when your nerves calm down and everything cool off, what you gonna do? You didn't mean it then. You sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Keep your firearm in safety. Put it in place until you are ready to use it. And before you do, sit it down and make sure it's always unloaded before you put it down. Put your clip somewhere else. Make sure nothing is in the chamber. Make sure everything is all clear. Yeah, everybody do have a mental illness. It seems like everybody need a check. They really do. And sometimes I be thinking like, could the way things has been going on, could the mental illness been put in certain things that we didn't know about in certain communities? I mean, because right now I've been seeing a lot of African Americans harming our sisters, young queens, with their kids, or with kids that they don't grew up with this person or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? You know, um, never tell no one where you put your firearm at. Never tell nobody where you put your firearm at. Never. Because your kid might be listening. They might not know where it's at because you might be hidden in a good place. But you never know. Kids listen. Kids ear hustle. Oh, they ear hustle, baby. Kids ear hustle. Yes, they do. They ear hustle. Kids ear hustle. They ear hustle. Put your weapon somewhere where only you know where it's at. You. I ain't saying your boyfriend, your baby daddy, your cousin, nobody like that. Yes, a Kim from Chemical Trails. Yes, you sure right now. My watch Chemical. That's where they get the mental illness from. Chemical Trails. You sure right. You sure right. You right. You right. So y'all just try to keep. I know everybody want to keep their home safe. I want to keep my home safe. Everybody do. Everyone do. And they try to say the safest home. The American Academy Pediatrics said the safest home for a child is one without firearm. Sometimes I kind of beg to differ on that. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, I'm sure it's a safer home without firearm, but then you have to have your safety for you as a parent in your home for these thugs, these thieves, these wannabes who want to come to your house and hurt you and take what you got and come in there and hurt you and rob you while you sleep. You have to have something for them. If you're a single parent, even if you're not a single parent, you need to protect your household as a man, protect your household as a single parent, as a woman. You got to have something. We all know that. So, I just can't say you can't have nothing in your house. That's crazy because you really setting yourself up, if you don't have nothing sometimes. And sometimes it depends on it don't even depends on the community you stay in anymore. Things happen in all communities. You got firearm balance in all communities, the good community, the mid-grade community, the poor community. You got gun balance in all communities, no matter where it's at. You got it. It's there. You got it. It don't matter. It don't matter where it's at, but it's there. But you got to have some kind of safety. And if you in that kind of place where you in the neighborhood where you need something kind of safety, or you've been threatened, or you're not feeling comfortable or safe in your house, and you need something to keep you safe, to keep you on point. Make sure you don't have any ammo in your gun when you put it down. Make sure you got it put. Make sure there's nothing in the chamber. Make sure it's all clear. If there's nothing there, put it up in a high place. Small kids, 6, 7, 8 years old, put it in a high place where it can't be reached. Like I said, you don't tell nobody words. You don't let kids know where your things are at. You don't tell nobody. That's one thing you don't let nobody know is where your heat is at. And never put never put it in anywhere where it can be touched. Your hands is the only one supposed to touch that firearm. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's a lot of risk of homicide. Right now, homicide is 3 times higher when firearm violence in home where let me just say I said the wrong way. Let me just say this right here. Homicide is 3 times higher, even though firearms are in the homes. But 58% of the shootings, demise in children and teens are homicides. 58% of the demise in children and teens are in homicides, but the homicides is 3 times higher when you have the firearm in homes with teenagers and young kids. It's 58% more kids are being demised. 58% more children are being demised. That's what I'm saying. When we go sleep at night, we got to have something for us when we go sleep at night. That's what I'm saying. I understand that the safest homes are the ones with our firearms, but when you have a father who got to protect his home, and you may be in the hood because you can't afford the a high price apartment or home, you can stay in the hood till you make it till you make it, stay till you make it. We all know how you stay till you make it. We all don't live somewhere we didn't want to live, but we had to stay there because we want to get our own stuff, be our own grown up in our own house. So we had to what? Stay there till we make it, right? So while you staying there till you make, you might move to the worst neighborhoods. You might move to a dollar neighborhood. You might move to the shootout gang bang neighborhood. You might be in a neighborhood where you got to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to have one. And you're right, you got to have one when you go to bed at night. You got to have one. You got to be safe in your home. And then you got single parents, single men as parents. You got single women as parents. We got to have something in our household to keep us safe. I know the safest place for a child is in the house with our firearm, but also the safest place for a child is with one because of the fact that we may be in jeopardy by where we stand at. But that's why I say we put our firearms up in a safe place, a safe, have a cable device on the handle, put your bullets somewhere else, and then when you just there with teenagers and you put your on the top shelf or whatever, you take your bullets and everything out. Make sure your chamber is clear. Make sure you ain't got the clip in there. Make sure there's nothing's in there. You see what I'm saying? Make sure it's safe. It's safe. I mean, but you got to have some in your home. Trust me. I'm not gonna stay in my home if I ain't got nothing. I'm not gonna stay in my home if I don't have nothing. Now, unintentional shootings is, by gun violence happens to children of all ages in homes with firearm, and that was back in 2015 and 2020. Again, unintentional shootings of firearm violence of injuries happen to children of all ages in homes with firearm, and that was back in 2015 and 2020. Now, 2,070 unintentional shootings were by children that resulted in 765 unalive children and 1,366 non-fatal firearm injuries in 2020. Now, they said 125 toddlers and children of ages 5 and under, they shot themselves. or someone else did, like I just said. You know, small kids, small kids, small. You know, and they don't know what they doing. They see uh, um these video games, you know, all this shooting and stuff. People jump back up. They still moving around, and they not knowing the facts that that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna get back up. They're not gonna jump around. It's not gonna start back over again. You start over again like it's a video game. They don't know that. But we let our kids sit there and watch people play that. We sit down and let our kids play those as well as we let our kids watch people play them kind of games. And they thinking that at 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, they might get back, they're gonna get back up like the video game. But they're not. They're not. They're not getting back up. They're not getting back up. It's not happening. So that's why I say we need to be more mindful when you got small children in the house. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You know, have a lock device on there. Have a safe. They got a firearm safety safes. They got firearm safes. You put your firearm in. They got a cable device that click onto the handle, the trigger part. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said kids between the ages of 5 and whatever, yeah, 5 and 14, yeah. But the kids at 15 and on up, they know better. They know. They know. And that's why you have to always check their backpacks. Go to the school, see what's going on. Talk to them. Keep their head straight. Because you know, I know peer pressure hell. Peer pressure is hell, y'all. You get your homeboys, like we just get our homegirl, we this, we that, we this, we that. You know, we in our little cliques. We bad as hell. We the shit in this. We do anything. Come on, y'all. Y'all know. See, at that time, you can't tell your kids you got no firearm. But at the same time, you got to still take their backpacks. At the same time, you got to make sure they buying food at the buying it for their lunch. They buying those school clothes that they supposed to be buying when you give them money. They're paying what they supposed to be paying with their money. They're not just going to work and just do what they want to do with their money. They ain't paying no bills. They ain't taking care of themselves, no hygienes, no nothing. Just they want to do with their money. I mean, they can go out and purchase those kind of things hot off the street with dealers who no longer have license because they have not been inspected with their license anymore. They out there selling they out there selling handguns, firearms on the streets, and they're a dealer. But guess what? Their license has been taken away, and they still got to make their money some kind of way. Now, my wife said they have these safes that have a fingerprint to unlock the password. Take too long. Oh, you be over and done with. You don't want to do that. I was afraid I would not be able to shoot first. Look here. Hey, if it's you or them, hey, you just come on with it and just say your quick prayer, because the Lord gonna already know in your heart what you was meant to do and what you was not meant to do. You got to remember, he already put it in the book already. It's already been wrote. It's been wrote down already. It's there. It's been wrote down already. It's already there. You know. But our babies, y'all, let's take care more safety of our kids. And I wish y'all mothers would get off y'all ass nisms and check those backpacks. Call if you can't go to the school, call the school. If the principal ain't there or somebody ain't there, leave a message to call you back. Now my wife said, "Oh yeah, I had to before." That's what I'm talking about. When you ain't got no choice, and they got one in your face, you got one in their face. It's you or them. It's at that point, may the best man win. But imagine I know That's a crazy situation. I know. And if you're not a violent person, that make you have all kind of thoughts that's going through your mind. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do it. And you may even cry because you don't even want to do it. You may even cry because they making you do it because they got something against you. At the same time, you ain't got no choice but to do what you got to do. I understand that. I know. I know. You know, I have spoke to some moms. They have got a movement of America fighting for public safety measures that can protect people from firearm violence. Now, if you want to help with fighting firearm violence, you can contact Moms Demands Actions.com. If you want to help with fighting against firearm violence, you can contact Moms Demand Action.org. You can call them. They have all kinds of different sources that you can go in. You can start helping out with. Um, they also have one that's a leading cause. That also they have a lot of researchers that give you a leading cause of how you can help people who be needing help. Sometimes you have kids they need mentors because sometimes kids can talk to other people than they can the parents. You see what I'm saying? So if we can just get some mentors out there sometimes, because kids have different thoughts. They don't want to talk to their parents about it. You know, they want their parents to say different things about them. Okay. They want the parents to think certain things about them. So they need somebody else to talk to. But see, sometimes they don't have that good friend. They would tell them the right and wrong. They got that. Sometimes they have a friend tell them to go ahead and do it. They push them to it. You see what I'm saying? But they really need that somebody that tell them how to stray away from it. You see what I'm saying? But you right now, I want to be in. Imagine being in that situation. That's a hectic situation to be in. Very, very hectic. Okay, take care of your business. Take care of your business. I understand. You know, it's very hard. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, you know, if you can get some resources that you can get with in your community, you know, if some communities have where they have community night when you go to the community or to somebody's home or to a gym or the YMCA where they all get together talk about firearms, about things like that. Okay, like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you can go and you can go and go and help somebody out. You see what I'm saying? You know, why would you let me ask you something. Why would you not want to be a mentor to a young man or to a young woman who can't go home and have a conversation with their mom or dad and they really need somebody to talk to, not knowing that their friend might look at them a different way, don't talk to somebody that don't really know them. You know, they need someone who they can talk to, you know, and sometimes they need someone on demand right then. You see what I'm saying? They can call right then. You see what I'm saying? Why can't we do something like that? You know, so why can't we have something like that for our young men and our young women? We need something like that. We really do. Did I put it in there? Oh, I ain't girl. My bad. I ain't copy. We need somebody like that. Could they rock out trail? You know, we need somebody to come in and talk to the young men and to the young women. We really do. And I would appreciate if we can get together and get somebody to come out there, you know, in every community, somebody take the initiative to say, well, you know, I'm gonna rent this building out once a week or once a month, where we can all come in and sit and talk about firearm violence. What can we do to try to join in on firearm control in our community? You see what I'm saying? We need something like that to happen, y'all. We really do. We need to get on top of it. But I believe once we get on top of it, y'all, it'll be hard to reckon with. It'll be really hard to reckon with. What's up, Pap? What's going on? That's your jam on now. What's going on? What's going on, girl?
Nothing much. Just going through trying to handle a little business.
Girl, you ain't got to tell me. I already know. But I'm telling you, Which means sometimes you ain't got no choice but to handle it though.
Yeah.
They put it in your
I
hands.
had
Like,
I had to try to figure something out. I had to try to figure something out.
So you know that man, it was a man with the prison, and he did all his time in prison, and so they're saying that he got to go back to prison. Have you
Why?
heard? They trying to give him 100 some days, 100 some days, girl.
For what?
Mm. They saying that I guess they're trying to say he didn't complete. He didn't complete it. He didn't complete. He didn't
Well,
complete.
that's their fault. They let him out.
That's what they trying. That's what he said. That's what he said. It's their fault.
That's their fault. They let him out.
Let me see here. They let him out. So then they trying to keep him. They trying to make him come back to jailhouse.
That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
want him to turn himself back in. What you think about that?
They crazy. I wouldn't turn myself back in. Y'all let
Huh?
me out. I'm gone.
They
Can
trying to
you
give him
hear me?
100. They trying to give him 160 some days. They trying to give him 160 some days.
For what? Y'all let me out.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Y'all, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm still gonna get my video play. And I think it's crazy. I
They-
know what in the world I'm going to do no more time. You and that guy.
Mm-mm. I holler.
You thinking I'm finna go back to jail, baby?
I holler. What y'all think about all this mess going on with that punk?
Yeah, I won't be going to jail for nobody. Oh,
What y'all what
let
y'all
me
think
see
about all
here.
this mess going on
Yeah.
with that punk puff daddy? Is my thing working?
He know he did was wrong. He know what he did
Yeah,
was wrong.
the shit hitting the fan now, ain't it?
Yep.
Am I breaking up?
Yep. It's hit. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming on. Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I can, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's breaking up. I thought maybe you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Pretty fun.
Okay. I just been around here peeling and watching all this mess going on.
Okay. Let me play it right here. See if it's gonna work. Let's see.
Watch it up. Okay.
Your phone, yeah.
Turn it off.
What you think about that, Pat?
I couldn't hear, but I did. I couldn't hear the video, but I can you hear me?
Y'all didn't hear it? Yeah, you didn't hear the video? You couldn't hear the video?
Nah, but I did see that. I did see that it said they were trying to reinstate 162 years.
Oh yeah, I thought I know you couldn't hear it. I thought you can hear it. I didn't know you couldn't hear it or not. But yeah,
That's what I was
100 years, and because they didn't do something right. Let me tell you something. Once you let me out, I'm not going back. I'm not going to get no more time for nobody. I'm not. I'm not. Oh, now what's the latest, Sandra? Yeah, what's the latest on PD? The Phillips? I ain't been. I seen a little bit of, but I know they start calling Jay-Z out. They'll start calling everybody out now.
They Jaguar Wright been calling Jay-Z out. She said she been saying he was worse than Puff Daddy.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yep. When I heard her talking, I was flicking through the videos. This was a while back before all this mess popped off with her. I was flicking through the videos and she was telling it then. And some said listen to her. And I listened to her. I started watching her videos. I started following her on Instagram. And she told her birthday May the 17th. I said, no wonder. And I'm listening to the way she talking. She wasn't lying. She was right there. And you could tell she was right there and knew what she was talking about. Because when you experience something or be in the midst of something, you know, you right there. Like what we talk about tonight. After I get off of here, I can talk about it because I was right here talking. So she was right there. She knew, you could tell she knew what the fuck she was talking about. And everything she said, a bunch of the stuff she said doesn't come to light.
But they were trying to make she was so crazy. They like she crazy, and I remember when she first started coming out something like that and stuff. But they tried to make like something was wrong with. They tried to act like something was wrong with that woman though, like she was crazy and.
Yep, that's how they do everybody.
And carrying on, they would discredit her so bad, like.
That's how they do everybody.
Yeah.
They end up crackheads in jail. They ain't got good sense. Kanye told y'all that when he said, "What y'all gonna do? Call the doctor and pump me up with medicine again?" And that's how they did. And I kept listening to her because I kept listening to her. And then when she played one of her songs, and I went back. I remember hearing that voice. I remember that. I remember hearing her sing, and she told why she wasn't big because she wouldn't get down with that bullshit they were doing and the underhanded shit that Mary J. Blige did.
Come on now. Yep. Yeah. They did a lot of things. They sold a lot of them sold. They sold. Really. I mean, they sold bad.
They do that. And I was watching some videos the other night, and people been telling it, and the artists been telling it, and people just ain't really paying no attention because of the way the mainstream media twist shit.
Yeah.
And I was flicking through my phone the other night because I like watching the YouTube shorts.
Oh yeah.
I like watching the YouTube short, and I ran across a video where T-Boz was, I forgot who she was talking to. Was Oprah Winfrey? It was somebody. She was on one of them talk shows, and they asked her, did TLC, did they really go up in there and threaten Clive Davis with guns and shit? And I remember when they said that TLC went to Clive Davis with guns and shit, and she said, yeah, we did that. We went up there because we wanted our money.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when they started giving Left Eye a real bad name, and said they wasn't gonna they squandered all their money. They didn't squander their money. They didn't pay their ass.
They didn't pay them girls. No, they beat them out of all their
No.
money. But they said the last video chasing waterfalls took all their money though.
No, it didn't.
All their money. That video did.
That was a lie they
I
told.
don't believe it. Believe that. Mm-mm.
That's how they do them. That's how they do them. It's just like they said. That's like she said, and cause TLC, that my little group. I like TLC, and them my girl. She said they had the number one album. They had the number one album at the time. They made over $500 million, I think. No, over $50 million, and they only want to get him $50,000 a piece.
Don't just take their money from them.
Yeah, that's what all of them are doing. That's why Dave Chappelle, that was a whole lot to do with that bullshit with Dave Chappelle. Number one, he wouldn't put on no dress. Number two,
right.
Yeah. Number two, he made, because the numbers were so different, that's what made me think of him, because I remember when it comes to the numbers, I kind of remember the numbers. They stick in my head. Dave Chappelle said he made over $50 million too. No, he made over $500 million, and they only want to give him $500,000.
And I know Dave Chappelle made a lot of money.
And he said, if I made you, no, they only want to give him $50,000. He said, if I made over 500 million, and you gonna give me 50,000, what you think my fans gonna think when they, basically one that paid that price?
Yeah.
And he told the fans were no different. By the time he got back to Ohio, they would think he was crazy and a lunatic and on drugs. And by the time he got, Cat Williams told it, and Dave Chappelle told it. And by the time he got to Ohio, that's what the word on the street was. That same motherfucking night.
Yep, sure was.
They do them all like that. TLC called Pebbles out.
What's the name, girl? What's the name? Baby face, them girl.
Nah, L.A. Reid. She was married to L.A. Reid.
Yeah, L.A. Reid. Yeah. She wasn't good, and she wasn't good no damn way. She was a her Mercedes ass shit.
She called them out. And they put that in the show, in the movie. Remember?
They did
when they called her out because L.A. Reid a pervert and he was trying to fuck with Chilla, and she told him hell no. And Pebbles knew that she had shot him down, but she walked in on it.
Yeah.
Instead of a lot of women do. I ain't gonna say all, but a lot of women do. Instead of taking it out on the man, she took it out on. Yep, she took it out on the whole group.
She looked like she looked like she'll do. She looked like somebody to do that. But she looked like she'll do something like that.
My thing, I'm a woman, and I'm gonna admit it. You might not know in the beginning if that man is doing this, doing that. After you with that man 1, 2, 3 years, you just about know his character. And if you done been there putting up with that character all that time, you either gonna keep on dealing with it or stop dealing with it.
Yep.
And that's just fact. And some women just choose to look the other way.
They do. They do. They really do. They do. And that's what majority of them did. That's in the industry, and that's married. They look away. because they trying to
Mm-hmm.
leave it. They comfortable. They ain't trying to leave that comfortability.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But you're right. But it get to a point where is your self esteem, your dignity. That's the way I look at it.
Uh-huh.
Cause I done had motherfuckers. Oh, Bob, that first husband of mine, he was something else. When I tell you that nigga was something else, he was something else. So you choose to deal with it, or you choose to look the other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got that motherfucker with another woman. Can't never kiss her. Scared the shit out of him. I knew the motherfucker. I knew he was capable of it. I knew he was a man. I knew how he felt about me, but I knew he was a man, and I knew what type of man he was. And he did not. He just went all out there, but I knew he was a man. I knew he was a flirty type, and he see a woman. He gon' if she look half ass, he gonna compliment that woman in her face or in my face. That was him.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Yeah.
gonna disrespect me in my face, but I knew what he would do when I wasn't nowhere around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I hit the corner and caught him kissing the woman and shit. Oh man, I scared the shit out of him. I told him, look, I know you beat me back down that damn road.
Hmm. Okay.
That's why. Because like I said, it comes to your self esteem, your self dignity, and how you feel about yourself. That's why I didn't last for 6 years. I'm
Yeah.
not finna keep going through this with you, and you putting your hands on me too. You got me fucked up.
And you kissing another hoe around the corners and carrying on and shit. Oh
Yep.
no. And you getting pussy. Oh no.
Oh
Well,
hell, that motherfucker. Shit, I caught him with a motherfucking woman. I was 8 months pregnant with his baby.
no, girl. That's too much. That's too
That's
much.
why, like I said, that's why I didn't last but 6 years.
Hmm. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't be putting your hands on me and you cheating. Oh no, somebody going to get down. Some for the having some change to come around. I said change coming.
Yeah, and he thought
Yeah.
because I was 17, he was 23 when we got married. He knew I was
Oh
young, but he knew I wasn't dumb.
yeah.
He knew I wasn't dumb. And he knew I was soft to a certain extent. He just didn't know how hard I was. He didn't know when the softness ended. That was the problem. He knew I was soft, but he didn't know how soft I was. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
know if it was just a little soft or real soft. But that motherfucker soft. Until I had to show him that I wasn't as soft as he thought I was, because he didn't think it was legal until I walked out on him.
Mm-hmm.
When I started showing him my ass, he thought I was doing what he was doing. I wasn't doing what he was doing. You think that's what I'm doing because that's what you doing. I ain't
Okay.
doing what you doing. And he
That's
couldn't
why
take it.
that's why he was so guilty.
Mhm.
That's why he was so
He couldn't
guilty.
take it. He knew. He even told me to my face, I never thought you would leave me. I said, you thought wrong, didn't you?
Said this a new time, baby, and a new season. I'm gonna have to let you go.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you make it. Let you make it. You
And,
ain't got to fake it. I'm sure gonna let you make it though.
and you know what? I'm the type of person. Me and my grandson were talking about the other day. I'm gonna give you fair warning.
Yeah.
I told him. I said, when I get me a job, I'm gonna get a divorce. He looked at me
Mm-hmm.
like I was crazy. He thought I was playing. He thought I was playing. I said, when I get me a job, I'm gonna get a divorce.
Yeah.
He, I got me a job. He got a job. He didn't know I was saving my money. I put a little money back, saving my money for me to
Yeah.
get a divorce. So I find me a lawyer, whole nothing going right along like a lot of men do in relationships. Go right along like ain't nothing going on wrong.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
when I got ready, when I got ready to leave, I went through the hell and high water. When I got ready to leave, you stalking me, you kidnapping me, you doing everything, but I'm still gone.
No matter what, you gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to get up and go.
And guess what? And I'm finna go right down here to this lawyer office and pay him his money and get my divorce while you still over there clowning. And that's exactly what I did.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right. That's what you supposed to do, huh?
Mm-hmm. But we
I know.
friends. I ain't talked to him in a couple of months. It's cause he horn. When he horn hard, he don't have no time. He don't conversate with me. But when he
Mm,
down on his luck, when he ain't got no woman or he mad at her, he'll call. We
mm,
friends. We laugh and talk about it.
mm-hmm. But at least y'all can laugh, talk about it now. You know.
Mm-hmm. We laugh and talk about it. I don't have no beef with him.
Well, that's good. That's good. But at least y'all can get along. You and him can get along. You know what I'm saying?
Until you start talking about money, cause he's still paying me child support and our children grown.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right. That's how it's supposed to be.
Somebody told me that the same way you get him is the same way you get rid of him. And
Amen.
he got me giving me money to help me take care of my oldest daughter. And you got rid of me and you steady giving me money.
Mm,
Well, I got rid of you and you steady giving me money.
girl, did you see where they saying Trump's still talking shit? He said forget that gag order, girl. He ain't think about that gag order. He's still talking his little yang. But while we bullshit, Trump gonna be our president though.
I told you that Trump gonna be the president.
He sure is. He gonna be the
People waking
man.
up. People
Mhm.
waking up. You see down there where Sheila Jackson Lee. She been up there in Congress all that time. And she from Houston. You went down there and you ran for mayor in Houston and you let the white man beat you.
So did, didn't she? She sure did. I thought she was gonna win though.
Why you
But
think that?
cause there's so many blacks in Houston, but like I said, they just tired of this shit too.
That's the problem. That's the problem. People. That's why I said people waking up. They tired of them Democrats running up in our face, and they got stuff for everybody but us. And we the main one voting for them and putting them in office to do what they doing. And that's like I get somebody a job and they go work for everybody but me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
basically what it is.
yeah.
I give you a job. I give you a job. I elect you into that position. That's your job is to get up in there and work for me. Make sure I got everything I need: resources, housing, food, everything in over here. Cause I elected you and gave you that job, and you giving it to everybody else but me. It's time for you to go.
But sometimes we as people as our color, we get in office. Sometimes we get too comfortable, and we forget about the people who put them there. You know.
it, it ain't so much that they get comfortable. They get up there and get them white folks. My bad. The Caucasian people get a hold to them. You gonna do this. You gonna do that. You gonna do that. And you got
Yeah.
that civil right. You got that civil right generation still used to yes sir, master, and yes sir, yes you know sir. See, we was born around the time when you had the civil rights and you had the Black Panthers,
Right.
and the Black Panthers was a tad bit younger.
They were some young boys. Yeah, they some young. They was a young.
And the ages that them Black Panthers was our parents' age. My parents and your parents.
Right, right.
And they was radicals. That's the reason why we radicals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You sure right. You see that woman that's pregnant? I think she in Houston, but they had gave her told something gonna be wrong with her baby. It got a fatal something gonna be deformed, and she got two kids. She wanted to
I
get rid
saw
of the
that.
baby because of that fact. And they had the judge. Now how they can go back and try to fight that damn woman? Wait, I'm confused.
What you confused
I
about,
am
Kazay?
confused, and I'm not. Now, if the judge them said, yeah, how they gonna go and back and try to change some shit and give her a hard time? She talking about going out the country to get it done.
And ain't nothing they can do about it because this my thing on the abortion. This my thing on the abortion. Now I'm all for abortion if it's incest or rape, something like that. Cause I ain't just cause I don't believe in no
Yeah.
abortion. You get out there, you lay down there, you do the do, you pay the price.
Right, right. I believe the same thing. I'm here. I'm with the same thing. Right, right,
That's the way I look at it. And
right.
but if you done been raped, incest or some shit like that, you that's mental anguish on you and that child.
Yeah, you get to find somebody you can take care of that baby while you try to work, and you're gonna be stuck at home with baby for the rest of your life, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's a big burden when you have a baby that's disabled. It's a burden. Oh, baby, it's a burden. Your
Uh,
whole life will change.
yeah. Yeah. That's trying to. I don't know how to put this thing on. Do not disturb. Uh, that's mental anguish. You ain't gonna every time you look at that child, even if you try to look past what happened and love the child for the child, that's still gonna be in the back of your head.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think
And
that's
that's
so wrong. That's
that,
why I say a man has no right to tell a woman to what she can do, cannot do with her baby. It should be women, not men's. She be voting on no crap like that. It should be nothing but women. Why do a man
yeah.
ever say something on a woman's body when he have no idea? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I after I used to say the same thing. You're right, because I'm a woman. I understand, but he if he lay down and you lay down and he feel like you need to, because you got to look at it from his perspective. Because if he an upstanding man, and then I might not be able to take care of this baby. I
Her
don't
husband,
know.
her husband down with it. He ain't saying nothing.
I
It ain't him saying nothing.
I, I'm saying, like I'm just speaking like from the perspective of men have rights too, to a certain extent, because it's their
Yeah,
baby too. When the baby girl, you gonna want the money, you gonna want them to take care of it.
you got to.
So even I can understand, you know, if that is a hardship to take care of a handicapped child.
It is very hard.
That's a hardship. And if you and she could be looking at it like I don't want the baby to suffer.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And for as what a woman do to her body, that to sum that up for me, politics ain't got no damn business in it, no way.
No, you right. It don't. They shouldn't say nothing. They ain't got nothing to say. You know, nothing.
That should never ever be no political reason. Because who are you as a man? I can't tell you how you would feel if your balls got cut off.
Yeah, you showing right on that part, huh? Mm-mm. You cannot. You just can't. You
I'm
cannot.
I, I'm being I'm being honest. I remember when I first found out when they was talking about the abortion rights, the Roe versus Wade. Me, I'm always one thing. I'm gonna ask the question: what is Roe versus Wade? What did they talk about? What did they talk about? Roe versus Wade. So when I find out about it, I'm like, why is that even an issue? Or
Right.
whether or not you can have an abortion? Why is that even an issue? Because it shouldn't be nobody's business or decision but the person that got pregnant and the person that got you pregnant. The two
Right.
pregnant people.
Right.
That should be their decision and nobody else's.
Yeah. Yeah. So her husband gonna take she gonna go out, gonna leave, gonna go out the country, go out the state somewhere, gonna go somewhere probably. But Ohio, where up there in Ohio, up there, you can still have abortions in Ohio. You still can do it up there in Ohio. I don't know if you gotta be Ohio.
Oh
You
these
gotta be a resident. Mm-hmm.
oh these old Southern Christians in Texas, these old white Southern Christians. I mean Caucasian Southern Christians, they ain't finna go for no abortion. It ain't never been legal. It was partially legal in Texas to a certain extent, but it wasn't gonna last long, just like it didn't.
Yeah.
Long, long, and it didn't. It didn't. Cause they not
Yeah.
that's the way they playing. They just so moral, and they the main ones have them anyway.
They are. They are. They the main ones who have them. They are. And then they get older. They can't have. Some can't have. Some can't have no kids when they get a little older.
They the main ones having and then talk shit because we can have more than they can.
They be jacked up. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Baby, it's. Mm-hmm. So you got everything ready for, you got everything ready for Christmas?
You know I don't do Christmas.
Oh, I forgot you don't do Christmas. So your husband just gonna cook. That's it.
That's it. If he
Mm.
cooks, shit. The food, the way these food prices is, and all these artificial food and shit. I told you I'm scared to eat.
Hmm. This food is where and went back to where we when we first were born, where the food was making people have cancer and diabetes and all
Yeah,
that
'cause
kind of stuff.
they putting all these chemicals and shit on you, done brainwashed us told we need to eat. Which I thought that was kind of, I thought that was crazy anyway. I'm being honest. We need to eat 3 times a day, and I know I can eat 1 time a day and I'm good. And it don't have to be in the morning. It could be in noon. It could be at night, and I'm
Yeah.
good. And I knew that was kind of strange
Mm-hmm.
then.
Yeah.
That's why America is the
Yeah.
most obese
Yeah.
country it is.
And you know what? We are.
Uh,
You
we
can go
are,
in China.
cause we got
You go in China.
all them.
You go. You go in
Mm-hmm.
China. You see no fat folks over in China and carrying on. You see no. You see no. You not like you do over here in America. These people they can't do it. I don't know if it just be someone just prone to be a heavy set person or I mean I don't know, but we are a lot of people are obese in America. We are.
And it ain't all our fault. It's because of all the chemicals and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I believe this way more cancer gonna start back coming back up again. More cancer. I believe this way more people gonna start having more diabetes. I believe when people start gonna start now having more high blood pressure, cholesterol. I think everything just start just start going up on people who never had it. They will just start having it in their body. I believe.
Yeah, as long as they eating their food.
Hmm. You get if you ain't growing your food, you got to be skeptical about what you go purchase at the stores now.
You sure? And that was the main thing they wanted. They want people dependent upon them. The government want people. The government and the elites want people dependent upon them. They don't want people to be self sufficient. That's why they're trying to outlaw uh community gardens and gardens in your yard. They don't want you to be self sufficient. How can you take a natural born ability to be self-sufficient away from people? And but you got a lot of people that go right along with the program.
Yeah, you do.
No matter what you say or do or show them, they gonna keep right on doing what they doing. They ain't gonna and that's they basically got it set up like that.
It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. And like you said the
'Cause,
other day, a lot of people ain't going to no military no more. None of that stuff.
yeah, and you have to ask this. A question I ask: how
Okay.
do people live all them many years and thousands of years before y'all figured out all this stuff?
I don't know.
So I mean, that's my question. So it made me ask: is this stuff actually better or is it worse? Cause thousands and thousands and thousands of years, the world's still going on. People still being born. People living, dying every day, and all these chemicals and microwaves and all this other mess wasn't in there.
No, it was not. It sure wasn't. None of that was in there. None of that. How you just in the microwave got radiation and this and that. No, none of that was in play back then. You're right. And back then they lived a long time back then. I mean, they lived
Yeah.
years, years. My grandma was like 99 years old when she passed. And then I got an auntie. She almost 95. I got another auntie about 89, 90. Then my
My
grandmother
grandma,
sisters.
my grandma still living. She 99.
Yeah, you said she get around like a pro. She get around with no
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Yep.
She get around with no problem. You said she get around. She ain't got no issues when she get around. She can get around like a pro.
Get that little. She on that walker cause she broke a leg.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason why she using the walker, cause before then she just had that cane, and most time the cane was to hit somebody with it, just like them old folks do. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
And they have a case they have a case for the little kids sometimes, girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, dude, you sure right. You sure right about that. I don't know, but like you said, they can't tell us what we can put in. Like, we can't have no garden and stuff because we gonna need gardens. All them for us to make it. We
Yeah.
can't be person. Do you imagine if food is this high now? When 2024 comes, that meat gonna be high. Ooh, that meat gonna be high,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
It's gonna be higher.
Yeah. It is.
It's gonna be, yeah.
But
It's
see,
gonna be
it's a lot. There's a lot going on. A lot of stuff that they make seem linear is actually bigger than what they trying to make it seem, and people don't pay attention to it. Like Black Friday. Y'all didn't get the sales like y'all thought y'all were gonna get last cut ever since after COVID. Y'all ain't had no good Black Friday. Not like y'all was having before
what?
COVID.
I ain't. You know what? It ain't. And when I went to look online, I was because I said, well, I said I want to buy no bottle of Christmas present. I would try to buy my son some and everything. And I couldn't really find nothing. I ain't really seen no
Mm-mm.
sale.
Mm-mm. And then this Black Friday, y'all got caught lying about yourselves, so that's gonna make it drop. And the black community decided to boycott Black Friday, and that was a big shock to y'all.
Yeah.
And the black community that come together, you got a lot of entrepreneurs now, and they decide to buy and sell with each other.
Hmm.
And y'all, we buy and sell with y'all, but we buy and sell with each other also. And you got a lot of the black entrepreneurs. They targeted the black community first before they go outside to the outside. You know, you know what I'm trying to say?
The other side.
Yeah.
To the other stores and stuff. Yeah, I know what you're
Hmm.
saying. Yeah, yeah. Now, do you know
And then
they're trying to say that? I understand, yeah, because we get the worst part of the meeting stuff.
yeah, and then that's another thing. Go back to what we was talking about. If it go full circle. You go back to why Sheila Jackson Lee didn't win, because you can't win just because you're a black face and you've been up there forever. Because
Yeah,
the biggest voting demographic is 18 to 45, and
right.
these 18 to 40, these them 45-year old been watching what's been going on. These youngsters, they hard headed, they don't listen, they do their own thing, and they paying attention and they doing their own thing.
Yeah, yeah. You sure right. And they ain't going for a lot of stuff that they putting out. They like you say paying attention. Their eyes are open. They listening.
Yep,
We think
yep,
they listen, but to some of them listen. Yeah, yeah. Some of them listening. I say probably about 75% of them listening.
yeah.
I was
They
yeah.
paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
they talk. That's why they talking shit about the youngsters don't want to work. You done made everything so fucking. Oh, excuse me. It's so easy. Everything at their fingertips. All they gotta do pick their phone up and do everything they need to do. So, what incentive do they have to work? And then on top of that, they listen to their parents talk about and watching their parents talk about how hard they work and ain't
Yeah.
making no money, barely making ends make. So, what incentive do you got for them to work? Then you done told them the 20 to 25-year old. You've been telling them all their lives that robots were gonna take over their jobs, so shit. They don't wanna work.
And guess what? Robots is taking over their dang on jobs. You understand me?
Yeah.
They take over their jobs. How you think? What you think about Africa is turned to two continents?
Well, I ain't know nothing about all that.
Yeah, they said Africa turned to two continents, and it's gonna have a new ocean that's gonna separate them. A whole new ocean.
How that's gonna happen?
I don't know. It said it's gonna happen in a couple in between. Um, it said Africa could look like a very different place into in 5 to 10 million years, it's gonna be different. I bet you will. Ain't nobody gonna be on Earth in 5 to 10 million years. We all gonna be quick cat. We all gonna be in different places. It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be a whole new world by then anyway. It's gonna be destroyed by then anyway. I believe millions of years. I ain't not gonna be here no millions of years.
It's already been here millions of years. We just,
Mm-hmm.
we just
I
in
can't
our
hear
time.
you. Say it again. I
With
didn't
the earth and the world have been here millions of years, according to them. We just living in our time. They
Mm-hmm.
just they so nosy because they was the last ones here. They nosy, they don't know, they think they know, they don't know nothing. They take everything they do and flip it for they understand it. And that's one thing. That's one scripture in the Bible that lean not to your own understanding, to their understanding. Then they want you to believe what they believe and what they think and what they think is right. They don't know. They don't know. They don't look what's going on now.
It's a
They
big
went
mess.
in a million, in a million years as fast as it happened, and we only been out of bondage for 100 and some years. We
Yeah.
only been out of bondage for 100 and some, for 100 and 45, 50 years. They didn't think that it would take, because they had us in bondage for 400 years. They didn't think
Yeah.
that it would be this short of time that, damn, them niggas done woke up.
Huh. Huh. Didn't think we was gonna wake up.
They they lulled us back to sleep when they gave us the civil rights bill and all that. They lulled us back to sleep. We waking up then.
Yeah.
They lulled us back to sleep because, oh boy, too much going on. But it's too much information out there now. Them youngsters is getting all that information. The
Yeah.
old heads is making sure that they get that information. That's the
Hmm.
bad part, because the old heads didn't really make sure we got the information. But we making sure that the young heads get the information.
They waking them up. They waking them up.
And
They
that's
waking.
one thing. It's going around the world. Look at Africa. They standing up. They kicking France and Britain and all them out of there. Barbados, Brisbane, France and Britain been had control in certain countries still to this day.
Year.
Almost.
Mm-hmm. A
And
year.
yeah, and Barbados, they finally declared their independence. Gets from over here, leave us alone. We can do our own thing. We don't need to be going by y'all rules, getting y'all okay to do this and getting y'all okay to do that. It's time for y'all to go. It's going around the world.
Mm.
You got Barbados asking for reparations.
Yeah. They damn sure will.
It-
They want
it-
their damn money over there, baby. They want their money, girl.
yes, they want their money. We want our money. We
Mm-hmm.
started that reparations. We started that. It's fuck in America. Cause we the ones been treated. We the ones been fighting back. Ain't flee. We don't flee. We don't go nowhere. We don't do nothing. We stay right here. You had a few that did go to Africa, but most of the vast majority of us stay right here, stand our ground, and do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
No matter what the fight, through the hangings, the lynchings, the raping, the shooting down, everything, we still stand here and fight and stand our ground 10 toes down. It's one thing about the black community. We might fight amongst ourselves and don't know how to come together because they divided and conquered us, but we still gonna stand 10 toes down and fight. And
We gonna
everybody pick up on that.
yeah, we're gonna step and fight. You right. You sure right. You and that I'm glad that I'm really glad that they waking up. I'm glad
Yeah.
that they let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Uh-uh.
With men who are doing things, men
Uh-uh.
who are going places, on from a God who did.
Let's turn it back on. Hold on.
Women are fascinated with men who are doing things, men who are going places, because they're born from a God who did.
I don't know why I keep stopping.
And they don't like to be saddled down with a man that's going nowhere, doing nothing without an aim and a purpose.
I forgot they had music in it, but yeah. I got to fix it. But anyway, but yeah. What you think about all these women and then these men's moving with them and hurting their kids and abusing their kids and stuff? I don't understand that.
Women are fascinated with men.
I ain't getting that. I've been seeing a lot of that lately on my timeline. How these women just letting these men come in and just treat them like they, girl, nothing.
No, I don't get down. I don't get down like that. They go back. They go back to what I said a while ago, looking the other way. No, I don't get down like that. And now, cause I'm just saying from my experience, I didn't have no whole bunch of men over my kids, and my husband married me after I had all four of them. Yeah. And you get, after you showed me what type of, first of all, I seen what type of man you was. You had your child with you, and that was your utmost importance was your child. Right. And so I understand you understand children and, having children. So you got a certain amount of authority over mine because you are a man. Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times, some of the authority I gave my husband, he wouldn't even take it. He still throw it out. Them your kids. He wasn't being funny about it, but them your kids. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, they my kids, but you got the right to say something too. Right. You right. Let me play this right quick. Hold on.
I'm gonna show you what the fuck they.
Now, about an hour ago, I found these court documents that were just posted about the case. Investigators are alleging that the baby's father poured boiling water down the child's throat.
I get in the apartment, my baby face, it just messed up her whole head, her left shoulder. It just like, ooh.
Tonight, a Pritchard mother is angry and wants the person responsible for hurting her child locked up. Victoria Lett says her baby royalty was severely burned, allegedly by the child's father. This is a picture of her in ICU at USA Children's and Women's. Lett says she left the house to go to an event, but when she got back home, she couldn't recognize her daughter.
I can't even stand to even look at her. I can't even keep calm. I can't even maintain my body for real. So we rushed her to the hospital.
Now, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. But she knew that nigga was crazy. You ain't gonna make me do. Young and dumb. You can hear it in her voice. Young and dumb. Mama ain't taught you nothing. You can hear the way she was talking. You got a little sense, but mama ain't taught you nothing. She knew that nigga was crazy. But that's my baby daddy, so I sure had the right to leave her there with him. Somebody probably warned her, and she wasn't listening.
I think somebody warned her too. She didn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's why you can't take no. She said, "Baby daddy," though. That's the baby daddy. The daddy. That's the baby daddy.
That's why I'm saying somebody warned her before she even got pregnant by him that he was crazy. You ain't gonna make me believe they didn't. If they didn't warn her, they was crazy.
Who poured boiling hot water down a baby's throat?
So, what you think about the woman that tried to set the Martin Luther King childhood house on fire?
What was wrong with that sister girl, that black sister? What was wrong with her
girl? I think she might be a little throwed.
You think she got a little minute? You know, I thought so too. Then I'm like, I don't know.
Did you see the video? I think. Yeah. It's okay. I'm the video. In the video, this is what I observed in the video.
Yeah.
She was too calm. She looked like she was play acting. And then when
Yeah.
they said the mama and the sister said she had been missing and
Right.
she did
Right.
have little issues.
Right.
And this was the number one thing because I'm calculating it all together and I'm missing this couple of things that you probably got to dig to get out of that. But sometimes you don't have to dig. Sometimes you don't have to dig. Sometimes they tell it. Said she was in the Navy. She
That's what
only
they said.
26 years old.
Yes, you're a young girl. She's a young girl. Yeah. Yeah.
She only
Yeah.
26 years old. So if you did any time in the Navy, you had to do at least 4 years.
Right.
They said she got accommodation when she was 21 years old in the Navy.
Hmm.
So year before last, you would have been 24 years old. So somewhere along in that time, you was in the Navy, right?
Right. Right.
And I remember a whole bunch of sailors was made to take that shot.
The C-19 shot. You talking about what
I
shot?
remember a whole bunch of sailors was forced to get that shot because they was quarantined on that boat.
Oh, on that boat. Oh. Okay.
Right when it hit.
I ain't heard about that.
And they had to take that shot. And a lie, and then around about that time when they really made that shot mandatory, 2021, about 3 years ago, and I'm thinking she might have been in there 3 years ago.
Yeah.
2021, a whole bunch of them was getting out because they wouldn't take that shot. That's
They
why they
were.
trying to get them, they trying to con them back up in there now. And then I'm looking at the video, she was too calm. And then red flag. How in the hell out of the midnight blue so happened 2 New York City Police Department officers happened to be walking by and notice it.
What a coincidence, huh? What a coincidence.
Cause I looked at the video, I rewinded it, I looked at the video again.
I looked at it one
And it
time,
was,
then it didn't really just register me like that. Yeah. I'm like, damn,
yeah, and
I'm like,
then
she's crazy.
I want them, I catch little shit. I'm a detail oriented person. I catch the detail. Okay, you got a gas can, you go over there, you try to break in the window, you can't get in the window.
Right.
And you throw the gas on the window, okay, yeah, the curtain gonna go up fast, but if you really want this motherfucker to burn, you gonna throw it on the door. It's wood.
Right. It's an old church.
Old house.
Oh, house. I'm like, I'm bad, yeah.
Yeah. And they said it was closed for renovation. And if it's closed for renovation, there might be some paint and some chemicals or some kind of shit up in there. Ain't no telling.
Yeah. Propane and stuff, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, ain't no telling what's up in there. So if you really want this motherfucker to burn, you would have threw that gas on that door. Yeah, the curtains would have went faster, but it would have took it longer for it to burn.
Right.
And she was calm. She was when they stopped to put her down, didn't fight the people that were trying to stop her. She didn't fight them. She was calm when the police got there. She was calm. And I said 2 New York City Police Department officers in Atlanta, Georgia, walking over there by Martin Luther King childhood home. What are the odds?
So I wonder what was the alternative motive of that for her to do that and for them to be there at that point in time when it be happening, when it started happening.
And the black community ain't really known as arsonists. We don't really set a whole lot of stuff on fire.
No, we don't. No, we ain't down with fire. No,
And she had on all black. She had on a black skull cap.
I wonder what she sent there. I wonder to do that.
She she had on a black skull cap. She had on a black shirt, black pants, black jacket. She had on all black. When white people portray a thief, a thug, or arsonist, what do they put them in?
Black.
When you see the cartoons and shit, when the person using in all black.
All black. All black. Mm-hmm.
And it looked to me when I first saw it, I said, this looks staged. Then I thought about it, nah, I don't come to the conclusion.
Yeah.
So I went back and I looked at it again. And I listened a little bit closer. I said, I believe she was sent there to get the attention.
To throw some attention out for what's been try to throw everybody out on to lure them to watch to be inquiring about something else. Mm-hmm.
Disclaimer: fair use. This is just the opinion of Cassandra Winters. I think she wants to get back. I think she crazy. I think something wrong with her for real. I believe the mom and them right. Something wrong with her, and I believe she wants to get back in the Navy, and they wouldn't let her back in there.
Mm-hmm. So what you think about the new the new lockdown?
The what?
Go ahead.
What I think about what?
Go ahead. The new lockdown is coming up in 2024.
But you know, Abbott said he would lock a Texas down.
I know that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. Let me see. Let's see. One moment. Let's see. Yeah, but he need to lock it down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Come on, let me try to get this recorded.
Y'all been hearing what's going on in Ohio and in Massachusetts?
Outbreak of pneumonia. It reported hospitals overwhelmed with sick children, classes on the verge of suspension, and a suspicion authorities were covering up the epidemic.
It's been the same thing that's going on in China. Denmark is affected, if not thousands, millions of kids. Started in China with the mycoplasma pneumonia that's targeting children. For y'all who don't know, that is a side effect of the Pfizer COVID vaccine that's in a reaction pathway. So we got China, Ohio, Denmark, Massachusetts, Taiwan, Sweden, Netherlands.
What you think about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. And did you hear the one about they said all the kids just dropping unalive?
I've been hearing about that. I heard about some little boy, I think it was 10 or something like that. He was playing football or something like that. He just something happened. He just fell out and he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know.
I got an opinion. I might be wrong, but I got an opinion.
Yeah.
And it's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We accept all opinions over here. Everybody got an opinion. We take everybody's opinion to knowledge. We take all knowledge with opinions. Let's go.
People weren't paying attention to it. They got the same playbook. Just look around. It's the same playbook. They number one thing they love to use is fear. And when you get afraid, your vibrations go down. And when your vibrations go down, you're prone to illness and everything else, stress and worry and everything when your vibrations go down.
Yeah.
So all them people they fear, they use fear tactics to go and get that shot. When if you had to use, like they say, common sense ain't so common no more. You use common sense. You know that one right. I don't care how much technology you got, and this my body, my well-being, my health. And you gonna tell me you come up with something in 30 days, and you gonna tell me it's gonna save my life. and you ain't had time enough to check it. When if I done live, if you pay any attention, they tell you research take at least 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. They
So
say.
so if y'all already had that vaccine, you would have told us when the stuff hit it, but you didn't tell us till after it hit because y'all had to come up with it.
Right. They and when the vaccine first came out, they were just basically experimenting on people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some people getting sick
And
around.
all this mess that's going on, they getting their results.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me play this right here. One more. Let's see.
Being so
Actually losing her life, possibly over spilled water. They have again cleared the scene. You can see family members have been allowed to go back in to the apartment. We saw them cleaning the apartment earlier. They are now just gathered outside talking. This happened at around 11:30 this morning here in Pasadena at an apartment complex off of Shaver, again in the Pasadena area. The details, again, still coming in. But again, what we know right now is that a 6-year-old was shot.
A 6-year-old girl is dead after police say she was shot multiple times over spilled water. This happened at an apartment complex on Shaver Street and Alan Genoa Road. KPRC2's Bill Barajas is live with the very latest in this investigation. Bill?
To hear these things happening, like especially here. I mean, you always hear stuff happening here, shootings and everything, but a 6-year-old, that just, it tugs at my heart, man. I can't. I feel bad for the mom. I just, over some spilled water. Makes no sense.
And now, how you feel about that? This nigga, I can't say the word, but this man
Multiple times over spilled
water. Done underlie this girl behind some spilled water. Now he shot her. Now, why would you want to shoot a 6-year-old over some spilled water? That relative wouldn't be living no more. Would nobody be? Everybody being alive. We lost my whole mind. Being hurt my baby over some spilled water.
Yeah, what's really going on? It would have been 2 dead people up in there.
I don't know what's wrong
Him
with
and her both. How you just go shoot my baby because she waste some water?
Because she
I would have lost my mind. He would have been dead too.
Yeah, behind some water.
That's what's going on here.
People don't care. These people just don't care, Pap. They don't care.
I know it.
They don't care.
I know it.
They don't care who you are. They don't care about how old you are, the age that you are. These people just don't. They don't care. They just.
I know.
So, Pap, do you wear them eyelashes, Pap? You don't wear eyelashes, do you, Pap?
I don't even wear makeup.
You ain't wear makeup. Right.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah. Like if it's a special occasion, I'm going somewhere, I might put on a little eyeliner and a little lipstick. You know, some. It just depends, but
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that. I don't like combing my hair. What you think?
Yeah, this lady has her eyelashes done, girl, and her face is all messed up, girl. There is no way in the world I would get no eyelash put on my eyes, and they do that to me. What happened to the mascara? They put
That's
mascara.
What I want to know.
I still use mascara. You still use mascara?
Yeah, and at one point, that's all they were using. They joined lines on the eyes with the mascara. Now y'all done went putting tattooing eyebrows and lipsticks and what kind of that don't make no sense. God gave you beauty, just enhance it.
And if you ain't got no hair, get your Jerry curl. Jerry curl made everybody hair grow.
Well, throw your wig on it. Yeah, they done got creative with that hair though. I have to give them that.
Yeah, I wore eyelash before, but I don't wear them where I can't. I wear just a little lint, not very much. Sometimes I probably put eyelashes on my eyes probably about twice. That's it. That's
Cause
it.
my daughter called herself putting something on me. I woke up, one was upside my head.
Put on that over there. You did what's her head? Hit upside her head.
I said my daughter called herself gonna put some eyelashes on me. I woke up, one of them was upside my head. I forgot I had the things on.
That means it ain't for you.
No, I tried to tell her that when she did it.
Girl,
Mm-mm.
did you laugh at yourself, Pat?
Yeah, I said, it tickled me and my husband both. He said, baby, your eyelash upside your head. We both laughed.
Girl, no. Girl, you stuck y'all, was y'all laughing, Pat? I know y'all both was laughing. I know y'all had to laugh. Y'all had to laugh, cause I mean, there's no help but to laugh at some crap like that, girl.
Yeah. Cause he don't like he ain't about all that makeup and them lashes and stuff. And my daughter decided to fix my face for my birthday, so me and her could take a picture together. I forgot I had the eyelashes on, and we're gonna tell my baby, your eyelash upside the head. I said, damn.
Oh Lord, girl. And have you worn them since then, girl?
I ain't had on none since. I know about maybe 3 years, 2, 3 years ago. Might have been, yeah. But I don't know. 1 year for my birthday, I know.
And you ain't had none since, girl. I would have had none on since then, girl.
Mm-mm.
Girl, that's too funny, pal. You said you had one beside your head, girl. Look here. I don't wear them like that. I don't see it. And the ones with they be real long, and I be like to myself,
Yeah,
how can excuse me, how in the hell can she see? I know she
yeah.
can't see.
And a lot of men don't really like that.
No, a lot of men don't.
They
They more
don't
like
really like that.
some men now are more natural now.
Yeah. Most of them always did want natural. They like to see a woman fix herself up. But these little old females nowadays done took it to the extreme. They done took the Daisy Dukes to the extreme to G strings. Them shorts they have on is G strings. Them ain't no damn shorts.
Yeah, yeah. Back in the day, no, men's. I mean, you had all kinds. You had women wasn't shaped right, and you had women all fucked up. They wouldn't have no big old booty and stuff. And they still had boyfriends because they had good personality. They went to work. They took care of their business. But now men just want one with big old booty and big old boobs and a bunch of makeup and a bunch of long hair and nails and glitter and gold, and that shit ain't shining worth nothing. You ain't gonna take it nowhere with you. You know what I'm saying? And all that booty you went and got, it's gonna inflate. You're gonna go get it redone sometime
Yeah.
or another within your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna fall down. Like your boobies gonna fall down and you gonna get them lifted up or whatever you get done to them. Getting silicone put them, it's gonna all fall regardless. So why get all that done eventually? I mean, for some beauty, people don't understand beauty is within. They forget
That's
who
right.
you from.
But this social media and this internet done messed their heads up.
Yeah, they sure have. They have, and I think that's what a lot of men is missing out on. A lot of good women. They going for the body, and not the body, but
Yeah.
make sure then they got to have a certain kind of size booty back there. They got to have certain kind of boobies. You got to have a certain kind of this, a certain kind of that. That what they gonna get for you? They don't get you shit but a bunch of head, and you getting the wrong thing, and all you gonna have is headache. You see,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you don't get a bunch of
That's right.
headaches, all that, girl.
They don't. These little kids nowadays. It's I don't know what to say about them. I don't know what to say about them.
But these little girls, 13, 14, 15, they mamas, I blame they mamas, Pat. They fix them kids up like they grown ass women. Eyelashes,
Yeah.
long weave, nails. And my thing is, how them grades look. Everything you got her and designer clothes and this and that. you spend your money, this is that. My thing is, what is her grades looking like? Is she cleaning up? Does she know how to cook? Does she know how to kind of start providing for herself? Does she know how to do different things? That's my thing. Not how she look. You can get a girl with the shower and she'll be clean everything else, but she know a whole lot of stuff. But these girls, these young girls, they mamas putting them in that position to look like grown ass women.
That's right. Yes, it's their parents.
I think my niece 12 years old, hun. She wore heels, baby, tight clothes, shirts tied all up, girl, and she was 220 pounds. And I'm like, I blame you. You the mama. You buying this stuff for her. She ain't going to school buying this for her. She telling you what she want, and you going to get it for her like she you.
But I'm gonna tell you, cause when I first noticed it, and it was with my youngest one, is a little girl. I think Quan is a year older than Kiki. She's a year, maybe 2 years older than Kiki, but Kiki 28, so Quan she ought to be 29, 30. I noticed when she was a little girl.
Yeah,
that's when the little crop tops came out with for the little bitty girl, and
yeah.
and how they would start when they start dressing them then. And this my daughter 28. I noticed it then. How the little mama, because at that time most of the people that around me that had children my age was way younger than me. They was like
Right.
10, 12 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So I look and I'm looking. The kids, it was my youngest daughter child, age.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at how they dressing them, and I'm telling them, and my baby playing with y'all, and y'all see she ain't dressed like that. That ain't right, But it was one you couldn't tell her nothing. That little girl, she, Lord have mercy, the way she was dressed, just like however her mama was dressed, she was dressed. Booty shorts, crop top, anything, high heel shoes, makeup, however her mama was dressed, she was dressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when the little girl become a teenager, a young lady, you can't do nothing with her.
Girl, you can't tell her nothing. You understand me? No, baby, you can't do
I
nothing.
saw that for myself. Little girl in and out the girl's home, and can't do nothing with her. Can't nobody do nothing with her. Cause while you dressing her like that, could nobody tell her nothing. Could nobody talk to her. Could nobody discipline her. Nobody but you. And then when it got to the point that she acted just like you, and you can't do nothing with her, you can't tell her nothing.
Yeah.
Now you
want a little help now.
I try to tell myself. Sometimes them old school ways is the best way.
Yeah. Yeah. And these women be quit fixing their kids up like they be fixing themselves up. I think it's to me it's pitiful. It's sad how you see kids at school, Even on social media, I see them the kids dancing and stuff and whatever. I'm like, look how they dress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they showing it all between their legs and carried on, and what the hell you gonna do all that? You can put them in some shorts or some pants and do all that right there. They be doing too much. They do too much. Baby, I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
But
then my friends, people they look at it differently than we do. That's their generation. That's their generation. I don't care if it is their generation. That's what's wrong with their generation. Everybody if that's the generation, but it was our generation too. But our parents and older people still corrected us.
Didn't they correct us? Didn't they? I've seen somewhere, I think maybe in TikTok or maybe Instagram, where I seen this black lady had a bunch of little girls in the row. They were dressed up like a little school uniform or whatever, dressed real pretty and neatly, and she was teaching them how to eat their food and how to sit and stuff like young women.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to do. But they don't do that no more. And I guess she's just bringing old schoolness back, which is really needed in a lot of schools. They need to bring a lot of stuff back in school. How a young girl supposed to sit and how she's supposed to conduct herself as a young woman when she got a skirt on, and how she's supposed to, how she's supposed to speak and toward a man and things like that. It's certain, they need that. They really need that in school. They need it. They better
Yeah.
bring it back.
They're not gonna put that in school. That's gonna be left up to us to do that because they're not putting that in school.
Yeah,
If they put
yeah.
that in school, then they ain't got no reason to say the black kids unruly.
You show right. you show right. You hear me? You right.
That's gonna be left up to us to teach them. And that's why I stay on my I mean, I'm just sorry if you get offended. I don't mean no harm, cause I try to little girls. I try to treat them like they supposed to be if they kids. And if I see them doing something they ain't got no business, don't do that. That's not ladylike.
Yeah, yeah. You right. It ain't. It really ain't. You're right. You know, uh, I had talked to this dude, and he got some child support issues. And when we come back,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about jam back in the day. You hear me, girl? What you say, girl? I was
Mm-hmm.
girl. I was gigging, girl. I thought it was cute too, girl. What you say? Hey. But let's talk about this before we get up off here. So this dude that I know have some child support issues. Now he went to jail behind the child support. Now the baby mama making demands about what he should pay and what he shouldn't pay. And like I told him, if you have a court order, I'll be paying my child support what I'm supposed to pay, no more than that, because she want money. She's messing with him, picking them. Mama just spent $300 for a laptop, and she got her nails done, and then she tell her she wanted $20. She said $20 was enough for to go to the movies at 9 years old. $20, 10 years old, $20 enough to go to the dang on movies. You understand me? You better go
Mm-hmm.
purse and get some jelly beans, put in your little purse, and some bag of chips and stuff. You know how I do it. We go to the doggone movies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But he's not fighting for his rights. I told him, go fight for your rights. You got rights. They was married. When you got divorced and your paperwork said you're supposed to get your baby on certain days. But she said that she can't let him see her by himself. She got to be there.
That ain't in the papers.
It ain't in the
If
paper.
that ain't in the paper, he got to fight. He need to fight for his rights. He need to fight for his right. He need to fight for his right. Read them divorce papers, whatever in the divorce papers, and the child support papers too. And a lot of it match up with the regulations in the state of Texas. And whatever he got a right to stand up for him, cause she can be considered contempt of court too. It just cause she the mama and she got custody don't mean nothing. For the simple fact they was married. If it wasn't married, the man still got rights. But if they was married, he got even more rights. And whatever was agreed upon in that divorce, that's what they gotta go by. And he got rights. And if she not letting him see that baby when he supposed to,
Yeah.
she is contempt of court. And he got a right to call the child support office and tell them.
I told him that, but the girl, I don't understand. I'm like, man, I was saying, and the list that she gave him, it was a terrible ass list. It was just ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? But she need child care, this and this and that. Well, what she been doing? What you been doing?
Yeah.
And my thing is, the court say pay $115 every week. That's what you pay $115 every week. Anything extra that you need to do for her, you want to do for her, you do that when you get her and she be with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Cause he ain't gotta do no more than he have to, according to them. Cause she agreed to that when they got a divorce. Now, if he make more money, she got a good right to go back and ask for a little bit more if he's making a little bit more money. But that's all.
Right. But if the court said $115 a week, that means the court went there and added everything of his finances and everything of it. And they said he can't pay no more than that. Because a man has to live as well, even though he pays child support, he still has to live no matter what. So with the court say $115,
you right.
The court would pay.
No, you right. You right about that. But if he start making more money,
she can go get more money. I understand that, but right now he ain't making no more money what what he told the court that he was making.
Okay, as long as he got proof, long as he got proof that he's still making that same amount of money, he still fall under that bracket. Ain't nothing she can do but talk shit.
Right. And he ain't got to do no more than what he already done because the court already went by what his income was and what he could provide, what he can provide out of his check. Because he, like I said, he still got the bill. That's what the court said. He had to pay $115 a week. As long as he paid that $115 a week, he got to do no extra for her until she comes to him, and then when they be together, he can go buy her some shoes or get her hair done or whatever he may want to do. You see what I'm saying? Clothing, whatever. But she ain't got nothing to tell him what she need extra out of the $115 a week. If you spend that $115 a week, that means you spend that money on you because a baby 9 years old, she can spend $115 a week, but that's about it.
Yeah,
but not no every week. She not spending $115 no every week. Now, come on now. But I know you got bills too, because she's still in the household.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Scenario my son went through going through the same scenario. Baby mom same way. When they got divorced, he was ordered one certain amount, and he paid that one certain amount. She feel like he should give her money anytime she asked for some money or pay for anything that she asked him to pay for. No, it don't work like that because I gotta live too, just like you said. It don't work like that. I understand exactly what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. Only grounds that she really got, and he was married to his baby mama too. Yeah. Only grounds she got if he make more money. Anything he want to do outside of that child support, the court gonna tell her them gifts. And then if he can prove, because you get the right judge in there, and he can prove that he been spending more than what he got in there, they'll lower his child support.
Yeah, she won't. Yeah, if he make more money, you got the right to go upgrade your money. You got the right to go get more money. You got that right. You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
But the court, this recently, the court gave him the right told him to pay $115 a week. She want more than $115 a week. She want him to do this, that. Okay, that's what the money is for. That she getting $115 a week for. That's what the money she's supposed to spend for her hair to get done, or for her nails to get done. She ain't getting her hair done no every dang on week now. Come on.
No.
You ain't getting your nails done no every week, and you ain't buying no clothes no every week now. Come on now.
No.
At 9 years old, shit.
No, you sure ain't. I told you, and my son daughter is 9 years old too. It's the same thing. Like, okay, for her birthday, she you always going all out, but this year you had a party down there. Your mom and them used to rent to get the building because the grandpa is work for the post office, and they got some little building over there he can get. So that's where y'all been having the party. But this year you had the party up here because y'all done moved up here. So the building was gonna be $200, and you asked the dad to pay the $200. Okay, it's my daughter's birthday. I'm gonna pay the $200 for the building.
Right.
Now, mind you, I paid damn near $500 something a month child support.
Right.
Could have done got it lower because he wasn't making what he was making when the child support order, but he ain't saying that. He paying it anyway. He going right on paying. You asked me for $200 to pay for the building, and I pay for the building. Then you turn right back around and ask me to get the chairs and tables. No, I paid for the building.
Yeah.
And that's what he told her.
She want extra.
Yeah, if you want, he said, if she wanted me to get the tables and chairs, she should have had the building and the tables and the chairs. Yeah. But she told, I pay for the building, then you come back and tell me, now you need me to pay for the tables and chairs. No.
Why do women do that? Why do they do that? I don't understand that. Why they do that?
Greedy and they upbringing and how they think that the world owe them something, and just cause you the baby mama. I'm a baby mama. And you think you got the upper hand. You don't have the upper hand if you can't understand where the man is coming from. You gotta understand he gotta live too. They call me child support queen, but I wasn't this and that. I might one or two baby daddies, I might ask for a little extra here and there, but that means I need a little help. I needed a little help with that child for that. But it wasn't very often because I work and I take care of everything else.
Right.
So and then my husband, he the man on the child support side too. So I understand. I understand quite well. I've been dealing with him for 40 years. And I done heard all kind of stories. I done seen and people got to understand. Men got to lead. They got rights too.
They do.
If you can understand that the man got the right, the relationship would be a whole lot better. But a lot of time when the woman is acting stupid, she just something wrong. She just ignorant.
She want all the money. She want everything.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't understand, you know, and I think I know some women forget the child support ain't for you. The child support for that
No,
kid.
it
Girl done, your damn nails done, for you be living your lavish lifestyle. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
And
And people don't. A lot of women don't understand that, and that's because, and a lot of them is the ones that lay down and have babies by the man, thinking, well, he gonna take care of me, he gonna pay the child and put him on child support. And they don't understand what it's for. They don't understand what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, it's a trap. I'm telling you, because I had a baby when I was 15 years old. My daughter 40 years old, so I've been dealing with him ever since she was about 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been. It's a trap. It's a trap. Because a lot when they came up with taking the driver license, and any woman would come visit, even if you greedy, you should have thought the way I thought. But I wasn't thinking like that. I mean, and so when they decided to take the driver license away, I said that's retarded. Because you got to have your driver license. That's basically ID. That's ID and to drive back and forth to work. You take my driver's license, how I'm gonna get back and forth, especially in places where there's no public transportation. That was stupid.
Right.
You putting the man in debt. You making him a deadbeat because now you taking his ability to get back and forth to make money. And use the ID because that was ID too. You can get an ID to get a job, but most people the driver's license is ID. And then on some jobs you gotta have a driver's license to get the job.
On some jobs, you sure right.
Yeah. So that was stupid to me.
You're right. They punched in the wrong way on that part. And now they try to make it even a little worse on that. They talking about they'll find your job, you ain't got no job. The child support people find your job. And they find your job, you got to stay on that job.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna tell me that because that means if I'm on this job and these people on here degrading me, got me doing stuff that's going against my beliefs and will or whatever, talking crazy to me, just treat me like a dog, and I'm not no dog, and I'm not gonna stand for it. And if I stand there to take that, even though I'm on this job for paying my child, what my child gonna think of me if he knew that I was on here working like this just to pay child support, just to take care of him, and these people degrade me? How that's gonna make him feel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But they don't care. Texas tired paying giving all these food stamps away and all these welfare checks away. They tired giving all
They ain't giving them. They don't want to give them. They give them to all the Mexicans because you ain't giving them to the that's the problem. What you tired of? Y'all been doing like I said. Y'all been doing this. I've been dealing with them for the last 40 years. All the scenario. I stay on top of the child support too. I stay on top of it too, cause I went through it. My son's going through it. My daughter's receiving it. So I'm gonna be on top of it. And right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm gonna voice my opinion about it, even if the man or the woman's side. And I've been watching it. They get their money back. All that Medicaid, everything, they get their money back and they get it back after child support. They don't send you. They said if the man supposed to be sending $500 a month, that's what his thing is, $555 a month. You ain't gonna get but $485 because they gonna get the rest of it.
They gonna get their tax. They gonna get all this.
And then telling you it's processing fees. It's processing fees for coming through that office. But if I'm on welfare or Medicaid, you make me do this. It's a requirement to get this. I gotta put him on child support. It's all a racket. I've been watching it. It's all a racket. They gonna get their money back. Just like when me and the child support woman, we went at it because I went and looked at my thing, how much my ex-husband owed me, because I know he supposed to be paying me for a while. And I know when he got that lump sum, I should have got some out of it, but I wasn't tripping that I didn't get it. I was just inquiring about the amounts.
Right.
And she said she gonna tell me because she thought she didn't know who she was talking to, and I had been dealing with it as long as I've been dealing with it. She was gonna tell me that a lot of my money was Medicaid. I said no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yeah, because she just assuming,
What?
that the amount was so high that it was Medicaid. I said no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I said I know good and well. Probably if you added up the total amount of time I was on Medicaid with my two boys, either them, the total amount just for them being on Medicaid might have been 3-4 years.
Yeah.
I can get 6 years out of you, piece a year or two here and there, 6 months here and there when I ain't in between jobs.
Yeah.
And I'm telling the truth. I ain't bragging. I'm telling the truth. So I know, and I know if it was a substantial amount, it was when my son had his operations, and that was when he was a baby.
Yeah.
He should have had a high doctor bill because he stayed in there a week after he was born. 2 weeks after he was later, he went back and stayed another week. Then he had surgery after he was a year old. And when I was taking him back and forth to the cardiac clinic, I didn't have to pay for that because the cardiac clinic was sponsored by Watley, and the clinic was held at Watley, so they wasn't charging me for that. And he was born at Watley.
Yeah.
So they enrolled him in that clinic. That's why I didn't have to pay for that. I already know. And then when she went to talking crazy to me, telling me that mine was I said, how do I owe Medicaid that much? I said, no. No, I said, you need to look at it again because this was not no child support case, just a child support case per se. I said, this was ordered through a divorce. I said, so I know 80% of that money is mine. And cause when you miss the child support payments, what a lot of people don't know, they charge you interest, and the interest is double the payment.
Yep.
I wasn't getting that much no way, but I already knew 3 years he was in jail, so I know them that was racking up. And when I checked her, she had to go back and look at it. And okay, yeah, I said, yeah, the big number is mine, and the little number is y'all. I already knew that, and I had to tell her that. I said, and at that time, I said, my son, I said, my son's finna be 34 years old. I said, and I know it's been over 20 years since the last time I was on Medicaid. I knew it had been, because the last time I wasn't even on Medicaid when I had my daughter. Huh? At the time, my youngest son was last. I said, I told her I knew it was over 20 years since I had been on Medicaid, because when I had my daughter, this was just a couple years ago, when I had my daughter and she's 28, I was working at Waller. I had insurance. And hers wouldn't have mattered no way because it was two different daddies.
Already.
So I already knew what I was talking about. She just assumed, just like they do when they talk to people on the phone and they talking crazy, that everybody don't spit, especially if they could tell you a black woman, spit the majority on their life on welfare and Medicaid. No, I did, because I tried to get jobs with insurance. I knew I had kids. And I knew I had the capability of getting jobs that offered insurance. So I went after those jobs. So I knew she didn't know what she was talking about, and I checked her. Then when she went back and looked, oh, okay, I know. You just looked at the numbers that was on there, and you just assumed the big number was the states, and then no, it wasn't.
Right. So trying to take all the credit, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then, I hate that too, but I like when I run into them, because that's when I get real smart at the mouth, but I get proper as hell. I get proper as hell. especially when I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. You let them know. I know. Oh, I know what I'm talking about.
Mm. I be very nice and very calm, and I be talking very proper. And I knew what
Mhm.
I was talking about. I knew exactly what I was talking about. You know, I ain't
Right.
bragging. I'm one of the because our generation we had sense enough to look around and know what we had to do. And especially if you had kids, you know you couldn't take no penny ante jobs forever to take care of them kids. Things weren't as high as they were now, but it was the dollar. The dollar, if back in them days, if you put us back in time, it's about the same.
Yeah, because honey, I had I was gonna I was a Cooper Tower. Remember doing security out there, and I was the only black lady. Before I knew, I made I had changed my position. I had to go to assistant supervisor because baby, I wasn't making no money just being security guard. Baby, I had go. I said, hey, I need to move up a little bit more. And before I moved down there from that job, I was gonna go ahead and try to do my supervisor wanted me to do some PI work with him. So I had started, but I didn't get to finish because I ended up moving. But yeah, I had to change my job because I wasn't making no money just playing security guard. I had to go do, even though it's a good plant where it made a lot of money at that time. But girl, I want well, I make about five 575. And then
Yeah,
I moved to assistant supervisor, and I think I made like 615. I wasn't making no damn money. I had
yeah.
a yeah, girl. I always had a job trying to pay my little bills. You hear me?
Cause when I got hired at the park, when I got hard working for okay, the minimum wage didn't go to 7.25 until
I
what?
wasn't there then. I was gone then.
Yeah,
I had left I had burnt off then when yeah, I had left, yeah.
yeah. With the minimum wage was 5.15 forever,
Girl, for how long, pal?
forever. It was 3.15 forever. I remember when it was 3.15. When I worked in McDonald's in 1990, when I went to work at McDonald's, I was making $3.15.
I make the same thing I made them. That was Pizza Hut. I mean, them no pizza. I think I made like 5.15 or something like that, $5, something like that. But yeah, it was low. We were scraping then. We were scraping peanuts back then, girl. I
That's
mean,
what I'm
damn.
saying.
Can you believe
See,
we worked that amount of money we worked for that little bit amount of money back in the day? Can you believe that?
yeah, yeah. We see. That's what I'm saying. We knew how to take that little amount of money and work with it and do what we need to do. And you was gonna do that if you was a mama and you was gonna take care of your kids. You was gonna do that. When I got hired at the park. I'm working for city government in Texarkana, Texas, in 2000, and my starting wage was $6.18. No, $6.39.
Mm, trying to
Six
make it.
dollars and 39 cents when I started working for city government at the park. That was in 2000.
Mm. You was down there. You still there in 2000? Okay.
I started in 2000. In 2005, when I left, I was making $8, and that's because I had a CDL.
Now see there. Now what if you wouldn't have had that CDL?
Yep. I got the CDL there. I made them pay me for it. I made them pay me for taking the test the whole 9 yards.
They were robbing us back then. They were robbing us back in the day with that little bit of money we was getting paid for.
Yeah.
And
That's
guns
why they
down.
bringing out these immigrants. That's why they bringing out these immigrants because we the last generation that they was gonna rob.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start telling us 20 years ago that we might not get no Social Security, we might not get no Social Security. Social Security might not be no money by the time you 65, you 70 years old. Shit, we start, what the fuck? Well, you need to pay me some money now then.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me fix my own nest egg.
Yeah. I know I got a lot of money. I should have a whole bunch of money. My Social Security much as I don't work my butt off shit.
That's
I've
what
been
I'm
working.
talking about.
Since I was 15 years old. I've been driving since I was 9 years old. What you say,
Shit.
girl? Hmm.
That's why I told them people when I was on there trying to get my disability for my eye. and when I had my stroke, because I can't see out that eye, and they ain't gonna tell me that, ask me, do I got enough quarters? I started working when I was 17 years old, so yeah, I got enough quarters in. I know I got enough quarters in. But this my thing. You sending me these letters every year telling me if I became disabled by this age, that age, that I would get this, and that. Okay, so I'm disabled, but according to y'all, I ain't disabled and I can't get my money. So I don't understand. That's exactly what I told them.
Yeah, I remember they send me them letters too, the same letters to me, what I can get when I get a certain age and this age and that age. They send me the same letter. I got the same.
And then,
yes.
and then look, if I was still on a job every day, clocking out, I'm 55, finna be 56. I only got 9.5, 10 years left to work.
Yeah.
And then you telling me within the next 10 years I ain't gonna have no retirement, no Social Security, that I done worked all these years since I was 17 years old and paid into that, and I can't get that.
Yep. That's why I got. I'm trying to get. I get my little money now. My little retirement. I get my little money now.
My thing is, where my money at? Where my money at?
Are you be one of the ones in line to where your money at?
I'm standing on top of this where my money at, and I'm gonna be the one. Yeah, I know you gave it to the Ukrainians, but the Ukrainians didn't work for that damn money. I want my money, and I ain't gonna be the only one feeling that way.
Yeah, cause we show working for the Ukrainians over there. We working for them, baby. They getting work out of us. You understand me? They getting some work out of us. They getting work and our dividends out of us. They get everything, and we always scraping over there giving to them, and we need it over here.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why the black community, Sheila Jackson Lee, ain't in office, cause we stomp in the yard. Cut the check.
They ain't been cutting no check. Shit.
Yes, they is, cause if you can't look at it that way, they ain't gonna have no other choice.
When they gonna cut the check?
No other choice.
Why they ain't have no other choice? And when they gonna cut the damn check? That's when they gonna cut the check.
This why they ain't gonna have no other choice. Don't use it 9 times out of 10. You can ain't gluttony one of the 7 sins?
Yes, it is. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you too greedy, what happens? You end up, when it comes to money, when you're too greedy, you end up broke, don't you?
You most definitely do.
And the United States gonna end up broke, and they gonna need the black community. You know why they gonna need us? I told you the other night, because we have $1.3 trillion spending power.
Yeah. And I
so they're gonna have to cut them checks for us to spend it, so they can stay afloat. Cause they're gonna be broke, and that's gonna be the only way they can stay afloat. And it's gonna come fast. You watch what I tell you. It's gonna come fast. It's gonna come faster than you think. You think it ain't gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. It's going broke now.
It's happening now, slowly but surely. It's happening now, right before our eyes.
Yeah.
They getting their own community. They're getting their own stuff together. It's happening now.
It's not only that. Y'all started telling us ain't no money. Y'all started telling us ain't no money. But you started giving it to everybody else and telling us you giving it to everybody else. So of course that cry gonna get louder.
Yeah.
We don't believe that lie no more. You can't tell us ain't no money. You can't tell us ain't no money. You can't tell us it'll break the country. You can't tell us that because you started giving money to everybody but us.
Everybody but us. Everybody but us. Like sure is. Everybody else. Everybody but us. Yeah. We can't get no loans. No matter how long we have money in them banks, they won't give us no loan. They do give us a loan. It'd be a shitty loan.
Yeah.
It'd be a high interest rate loan. You know?
Of course. They gotta have a pecking order. But like I said the other night, what the fuck gave you the right to keep me at the bottom?
Yeah.
You not only put me at the bottom, you keeping me at the bottom. You ain't giving me a chance. Pecking order. Eventually, sometimes it evolves. Because if you get too high, the top gonna fall off. Somebody got to move up.
That's right. But it don't never be us moving up. It don't be us moving
No,
up.
because they keeping us at the bottom with the predatory lending, no housing, no food, the bad food, food deserts. You got black communities, they got to go 5 miles to get to a damn grocery store. But you'll throw a dog store up in there with that processed ass food up in that motherfucker, tell them to eat that. They
Yeah.
keeping us down everywhere they can. They locking us up. They ain't teaching us. They ain't teaching our kids shit in school. They keeping us down. They keeping us down, and you can't. And it's just like that picture. I always, when I get on my rants, I think about that picture that Ice Cube put on the X. It was a chessboard, and the white men was sitting on top playing chess, and the black men was on their hands and knees holding the table up. And he
Mm-mm.
said he captured it and said, "All we gotta do is stand up.
Mm-mm. I ain't seen that girl now. Ain't
All we
that
gotta
something?
do is stand up."
That's power. And 3 little words is powerful. All you gotta do is stand up. That's how powerful them little words is.
Hmm. And black people standing up. They showing. They slowly but surely doing. It's coming for the last ever since. Especially it got real loud after George Floyd.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, they started waking up at the end. They started really waking up. Yeah,
It was.
yeah,
It was. And it really they. No, they didn't start waking up then. They started screaming when Breonna Taylor got killed and Ahmaud Arbery.
yeah, yeah,
They were screaming then. These youngsters was really screaming then.
yeah.
Then when you literally show us you killing a motherfucker, you can't lie about it. They start
Hmm.
screaming in. They start hollering. They start stumping in the streets. They start doing everything. And
Mm-hmm.
they think, well, they gonna get out there and act a fool for a little while, but they'll be all right. They'll be all right. But
Mm-hmm.
they get out there and they acting a fool, but they ain't shut up.
No, they ain't. They ain't gonna.
That's the problem. They ain't shut up. And now they moving in other ways.
Hmm.
You got
Yeah.
they starting their own businesses, they starting their own schools, they taking better advantage of the opportunity that's out there that they didn't know that was out there,
Yeah. Yeah. They are. They are.
and they don't know what to think.
Well, I hope more and more of us wake up and get on the
We
bandwagon
are
and
we
get on
are cause
our
any
job.
chance I get, any soapbox, anytime I can get on the soapbox, I'm gonna get on it. And you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna speak my piece.
I know that's right. Me too. If you don't, you're gonna get misused. You're gonna get ran over. You hear me?
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna get
and 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 I got too many grandbabies. I gotta save them. I gotta save them.
that's right. It's up to you to save them. Yeah, definitely. Well, girl, anything you want to say before we get up off here, girl?
Everybody stay safe. Keep your head on the swivel. You gotta go through to get through.
What you say? Yeah, already. That's the only way you still alive, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way. But if y'all want to donate, y'all can donate to Vino Entertainment TV for donation for men's clothing, all sizes. And you can also email me at vinoentertainmenttv@gmail.com. You can also call me Vino team phone number at 972-704-4279. And you on Cash App and donations to me, you can cash app it to a capital V, and that's Vino Entertainment TV. And we appreciate all donations, and our donations go to the proceeds of feeding the unfortunate, uh, things of that sort, and getting out in the for us to get out in the community and just basically just do what we do. That's it. But girl, oh, I went to had a stress test done, right, girl. That was just terrible. I don't
Yeah, I
never,
meant to ask you about that.
girl, and girl, she opened my rib cage and opened my breast assistance, and girl, I'm like, oh my god, Girl, she was putting that little warm with that little gel on it. It's cold. I ain't worried about the cold, nigga. You hurting me, little lady.
Yeah.
And I had to walk on a treadmill, and it was all right. It gave me a little stimulation for the day.
Yeah. Got the blood pump.
I was tired. I came home with sleep. I
Yeah.
supposed to be live. I was trying to feel. I ain't going live today. I don't feel like going live today, so I just didn't mess with it at all. At
I
all.
know you will.
Girl, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Probably feeling about like I did today. Probably feel like about like I did today, because I had to push the motor today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It wasn't a whole lot.
Oh,
no, it was just a little yard that it didn't take nothing to push it. And I ain't had no, I wasn't tripping. Cause I told you sometimes it's some of them that I push, you know, that you can't get the ride more on, or it'd just be better to push it cause it's little.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of yards that I do like that. Some of them I could put the ride more on. It just depends. Like I got one little one over there on Lynn Creek. It just depends on how the grass look or what I want to do. If I want to ride a push, cause there ain't no whole lot in the front, and my grandson do the biggest part in the back, so it's what I want to do in the front. And so it just would have been better to push it, and that's my exercise.
Well, you get plenty of exercise, girl.
Yep.
You get plenty of exercise. Most definitely do. A lot of that.
Yep.
But that's good for you though. You know, we want to lay on down the road. Plenty of exercise.
I lost 30 pounds.
All right now. Come on with it, girl. Come on with it. You wasn't big already though, shoot.
I'm big enough. Too big.
Girl, yeah. Be a day what? Day Monday? Shoot. I'll probably be back on here by Thursday. Friday.
All right.
Long enough. But all right then.
All right.
Y'all know my motto. I sure appreciate your sister. Thank you for coming through.
More than welcome anytime.
But y'all know my motto. How the hell you gonna love somebody when you don't love yourself? Peace.
Moving slowly through the yard, through my mind. I feel you watching through the window as I pass by. I know life can feel like it's a rewind. There's no such thing as doing